Well, the drink of the Cheltenham Festival tends to be either a pint of Guinness or a glass of champagne, but you can be a little more adventurous, as I'm about to discover here at the Hotel du Vin in Cheltenham with the bar manager, Adam Barbary. Adam, you've come up with something quite exciting and a little bit expensive.
Yes, I think for the product itself, it's very reasonably priced. But the Gold Cup in Cheltenham is a big event, and it does deserve sort of something special to celebrate it as well. So we've just come up with a really nice cocktail, which I think does that as well.
And what's it called and what's in it?
So the cocktail itself is called Golden Miller's Sixth. There's a nice story behind that. We'll go through that in a moment. And it is using this Bass Armagnac from 1937. So nice aged Armagnac, full of complex flavours of like dried fruits and nuts and things like that. We've got Perry Fernand's dry curacao, which is a really nice dry orange liqueur. We're using Bristol Syrup Company syrup, just to give it a hint of sweetness. Perrier Jouet Belle Epoque 2011 vintage, which is got loads of nice orange zest sort of flavours, a little bit of honey to it as well.
Bodes well, this.
We've got fresh hand squeezed Egyptian oranges. And
do they have to be Egyptian?
They do indeed,
right.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we've got some gold flake there as well for a garnish.
Oh, I say. Right. Crack on.
No problem at all. Right, so first off, we'll garnish our glass. Going to wet the rim of this crystal cut glass that we have here.
What does that do?
It's just so that the gold will stick to the rim of the glass.
Right, yes, yes.
So we'll just carefully do that, so we're all prepared for our cocktail in a second. I've named the cocktail Golden Miller's Sixth. Excuse me, just going to grab a tissue. Because when we were looking at doing this cocktail, done a little research about the Gold Cup itself, because it's nice to have a story behind a cocktail rather than just a drink, because you can sort of start finding ingredients that go well with it.
Right.
The most celebrated and the horse that's won the most Gold Cup,
Golden Miller.
Golden Miller. And then he'd won 5 races in a row at the Gold Cup. And then it was the 6th race, which was in 1937, hence the Armagnac. There we go, yeah. Which gave me a nice base for it.
Good man.
The races were called off due to rain, so
it's quite
this
timely
is
given.
yeah, exactly. So 1937 would have been Golden Miller's 6th.
Fantastic.
No
well, I'm
worries.
sure he's looking down from somewhere up there, thinking,
yeah.
What a legacy.
Right then, so we just need 1 small bar spoon of sugar syrup. Ooh.
I've never seen such a long spoon before.
Thank you very much. That's what you do with it.
Yeah. Well.
We're going to take the Perry Fernand dry curacao. I've got the shakes now. I'm going to need one of these afterwards.
So that's the orange liqueur.
That's the orange liqueur.
Yep.
That just combines with the sort of orange zest that you get from the Perrier Jouet.
Right, okay.
The Armagnac as well is sort of like deep orange fruits, and then it's like dried sort of raisins and nuts as well, so it'll pair nicely with that.
Like a sweet wine almost.
The flavours sort of go there with like rye bread and things like that. It's very similar. So we do 35ml of the Armagnac.
Can I have a little smell of that?
You can indeed.
Oh, that's lovely.
It is.
For those watching, it's sort of like an intense sherry type flavour. Is that fair?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Bit of Gilly Gould in there.
Oh, hand squeezed. Excuse me.
Yes, 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 yes.
So I'm just going to pop that on.
So through a tea strainer.
Just to catch any pips, because of the delicacy of this cocktail, we don't want anything affecting the flavour.
You paid £99 for your cocktail and you got a pip in your throat. You wouldn't be chuffed, would you?
You wouldn't. No.
No. So actually quite a lot of orange in there.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that I've got enough.
Okay.
Don't want to look like a fool on telly, do
No,
I?
no.
Right then, so we're just going to double that up, so 45ml of fresh orange as well. Right then.
We're getting to the exciting bit, aren't we?
Right then.
You almost look like you were sort of listening to it as well. I mean, do you pick up anything from the sound in terms of when you think it's ready?
Not really, no. It's more about how cold it is. Generally, it takes about 18 seconds for a decent shake, because what you're doing with a cocktail, rather than just mixing the flavours together, you're actually getting that dilution. So you want to,
right.
You know, when you take like a shot of tequila or something like that, and it's like you get that burn. If you dilute it with water, then it will just open up all those aromas and flavours and things like that, and it's a lot more easier on the palate.
Right, okay. The Golden Miller 6th is now being poured. Do you always serve it in one of these very nice ornate glasses?
Yes. It's all part of it. And then we'll just top that up.
Oh yes, now the champagne.
The champagne. There we go.
My word. Right. Is it at this point now I sip it?
Yes, you can.
Right. Well, this is the most expensive drink I've ever sipped. Bear with. Oh, that's lovely.
Thank you very much.
That is very...
2 sips.
That is absolutely delicious. Well, if you don't fancy a Guinness and you want to be more exotic than having a glass of champagne, Hotel du Vin, the Golden Miller 6th. Cheers.